now.
All right.
Okay. Hi. Here we go again, finally. Linda,
Yes,
my
yeah.
co-host, welcome.
Thank you.
And,
I'm glad to be here and see our new friend Abacan. It's always interesting who shows up.
Yes, yes. So
And now
we've
you're
been
showing
planning
up.
on, yes, we've been playing on this one. So this is Abacan. So can you say hello to everyone?
Hello. My name is Larry Abacan. ABACAN.
ABACAN. Okay,
So,
good. Well,
yeah,
okay.
glad to meet
Welcome
you.
to join us today. Yes, and we've been playing doing this Zoom for a while already with Linda, and finally today we got to do this. And then we also have a surprise guest, Abacan, join us today. So I'm actually kind of blanking right now, my brain, because the YouTube session this morning, I feel like that was a lot because I went through this 7 chakra, open up thing, and but we're gonna do this, so we're gonna start it. So first, I want to talk about that things are happening right now. Is that I feel the spring is coming ahead of us, and then I feel the energy start going and rolling. So that's why recently I connect with the this Crystal Skulls group about 10 days ago, and the spirit show me their post one morning, and then that's how I start rolling with my Crystal Skulls, because I have been neglect to try to work with them because ray passing, so but finally we got some interesting encounters, experience, the downloads that I had. So that'll be something interesting that we can talk about a little bit, not too much. But yeah, then I want to I would like to have Linda to talk about her progress in her book right now, and then share with us, because we're excited to can't wait to see your book published.
Right. Well, I've been really lucky. It's Get Your Book Done, and it's Kapusha, which is something I started with in 2015. And the way I did it was kind of just handwriting and doing it. And they have me working with a coach that's in Costa Rica. And we've had our second meeting, and he's pointing out, see, some of the things that I'm a little hesitant to tell about is some of the weird stuff that happens when you start this journey. And he was kind of talking, because he's done several vision quests and he's done this work himself. So he was telling me about his. And so now I'm getting a little bit better focus on some of the peculiar things, Omicron, that you're going to start stepping into when you wonder how you get here and you go, oh my God, and like my first sweat lodge, it scared me, and it was all kinds of stuff. But this big panther cat appeared, and the snake appeared. I mean, large ones. And I had not any kind of reference as to what that meant or whatever. I was really afraid I was going to die, and I was going to be, and that's what he had me talk about the other day, that I was going to die and I was going to be put in Turlock, which is a kind of a small town, paper that woman dies in sweat lodge, and that my ex-husband would get my kids. So I was always kind of worried about things like that because I was being terrorized by him. So, and now working with this guy in Costa Rica who has helped publish or coach people with 200 books. So far, that one of the titles is Moving Through It, but then another part of it is actually talking about how the mountain called me, which you're going to find out. And I didn't realize that when you're coming up here, it's Easter, besides this going away party. So that's a huge thing. And everything's so white, and it still is. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. So through this process, I started this book in 2015, And a lot of the things that I wrote about are sort of secret doctrine. And I felt very uncomfortable telling some of the stuff because it is kind of weird. And this guy is actually encouraging me to share the weird stuff even more. He says, because people want to understand that, you know, and how you do these things. So I'm a little, I wouldn't say shy is the word, but you know, what is the drive that makes you do these things? You know, and that's what we talked about on Friday, you know, because most people, I was lost I've been lost a lot, but why do I keep going? Most people after they're lost several hours would either park and go to dinner and forget it. But I have the determination to keep going. And because I know there's something that I'm supposed to learn or do, or, you know, and a lot of times it's not comfortable. So that's what I'm sort of writing about, some of the challenges, you know, and like I said, I was a little hesitant to get into the very intimate details about that. Because I was just giving a lot of description, and he said that's not going to interest anybody. So I'm working on the pre-editing before I get it to the publisher. And like I said, this has been a work in progress. And he said, well, why are you doing it? And I said, well, I want to show people that a mainstream person, because we used to own a beauty shop that's right by San Francisco Airport. We had 9 operators and 3 manicurists. I was a very traditional. And here I'm doing crazy stuff, you know, and I'm even questioning myself, but I had that drive to do it. And I wanted to share it because I think what people think is when you do spiritual life, it's a walk in the park, you know, like you see angels and fairies and it's so wonderful. It's not like that. You have to be very determined and you're challenged all the time. And often it's challenged as far as work. I mean, digging a hole or like setting up a sweat lodge. The first time I went to a sweat lodge, I figured I'd just show up and go in and it would be fun. But I had to build it and collect rocks and do the whole process because it was just part of the way it was. It was work and doing. So that's kind of what my book's about. And then having a business in Mount Shasta and all the people that I've really come in. I've been very lucky that I've met some fabulous people along the way. And it's not always easy to run into people like when you come and we do Easter, you'll see it's a very different group of people. And like I Ching is bringing you in, which is really a gift because you get to meet people on a different level that a lot of times you wouldn't run into normally. And I was always very lucky that way. So, and in a Native American church, which is, they used to fly in people from South Dakota and all these places about every other weekend. I would never have met these people if I wasn't hooked up with the right people. And I've been very fortunate in that way. And I hung out with Wayne Dyer and different people. So I'm kind of touching on some of that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've been very lucky in the right places at the right time. And a lot of these people are much more personable. When you meet them in those circumstances, it's not like they're on stage. They're just normal, nice people. You know,
right.
There are some that have huge egos, but not all of them. So that's kind of what my book's about, those experiences and
That's wonderful.
the sticking to it. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much, Ching. You're welcome. Well, he's been listening to my complaining and all kinds of stuff because about a week ago I was done. I'm not going to do it. I'm over it. I can't do this anymore. So I appreciate it. So now we're in the birthing station.
That's why I give you your minute to talk about that. I think we're doing this, and then you talk about that in a more positive way. That's actually will lift you up, you know, help you a lot more better, you know. So actually, I did already told Abacan start writing taking his life, the notes about his life happening, you know, ever since we met, but he has not listened yet.
Oh, I know. That's okay though, that you know what you can do too, if you don't want to write it right away and do the journaling, start recording some of it.
That's an idea. Easier to talk than to write a lot of times.
Well, right, especially if you're a little stubborn.
That's what I am.
I didn't
I
say
have my
that.
own. I have my own weird stuff.
We all do. That's why the guy asked me, his MJ said, okay, so why are you doing this? And I said, because I want to really share that, you know, along the way, you have lots of turns and everything where you can quit. And the best thing is to keep pushing through it, you know, and doing it, because there's no accident. Is like you're on this recording. Why? You know, you don't know why right now.
I don't know.
But as you start stepping in, right. No, but as you step into it, that's a lot of these things. I think, why am I doing this? This is crazy. But I keep doing it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, my experience about this spiritual learning, spiritual journey, it's getting so much fun every single day, because just things happen that, you know, it's not like I quit my job and then just go live in the mountain and do nothing. No, because whatever we learn from this spiritual journey, we need to apply back to our real life. I mean, physical life. Okay. And that's the purpose of getting awakening from the spiritual world, spiritual realm, and then apply whatever you learn to your actual life. And that's a purpose behind, you know. But a lot of people, they actually use the spirituality, spiritual journey as an excuse to avoid facing their actual life, you know. And that's kind of didn't meet the purpose, and then just kind of wasted, you know. Yeah. So Abacan, do you have anything you would like to share with us so far? It's okay.
At this time, it's not weird enough, so nobody will be interested.
Oh no. It's better if it's not in the beginning. So how'd you get here?
Well, I met Ichan, and that started it. As I have been telling Ichan, I've been told I'm psychic, and I can, but I didn't, and I still don't believe I am. But little by little, I am getting messages, and I know I have been saved by angels at least a couple of times, and I appreciate. I mean, I should have been dead by now, if not for those angels saving me. And I believe this, as far as my spiritual gratitude goes so far, acknowledging that I have been saved. There was, in my mind, no way that I could have survived 2 car accidents if I had gone through it and didn't have any help. And what was it? Lately, I have been reading about Michael the Archangel, and that beseech his help with whatever. And what happened lately? But I called on him last week for something, and what was it? Trying to remember.
You said you were trying to send your sister a message, but the phone was not working, and then you call up on Archangel Michael, and then maybe like a few seconds later, and then the message was sent.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? How long have you been seeing angels? Did you see angels as a little boy?
No, I don't recall. I was just seeing angel wannabes as a little boy.
No, you probably have. You just don't remember.
Maybe so, but I remember being religious as That's the
That's what I'm
boy.
saying. Filipinos are so spiritual.
Yeah,
You know?
I wanted to be a priest when I was young, and somehow I didn't get there. But I used to serve in masses,
Yeah,
Catholic mass.
I knew it. I'm Catholic. I knew it. Me too. I wasn't a culture boy, but yeah, no, but me too. That's where, when people do stuff, I always say they apologize. And I say, oh no, you know how to pray, you know how to fast, you know how to do the spiritual thing. I mean, it's really good training.
Yeah, my background was good. In high school, I was president of the Student Catholic Action and stuff like that. And
Yeah. See, there's your foundation. See, all this stuff, if you don't have a good foundation, like I Ching is saying, a lot of this stuff is psychological in order to get through it and to do stuff. And when you have that foundation of prayer and stableness, it makes everything so much easier because you do follow directions, and you know how to fast. And were you a big advocate, like a lot of Filipinos with Mary?
With Mary? What do you mean?
Virgin Mary with the crowning of
Mother Mary. Yeah.
Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Me too.
I just noticed that the Catholic religion is very big on Mother Mary more than anything else. Yeah. So you pray. I used to pray my rosary every night.
I love my rosary. I have one right here. I have one sitting right here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, and when I took people on Vision Quest, you do 707 prayer ties. And the way I describe it is like a rosary. You do each color and you pray for yourself. And if people have that basis, and if you're not praying for yourself, say you get distracted, then you stop. It's sort of like the rosary. You have to keep a focus because it's about your life. So you're lucky. I mean, you're really lucky that you have that foundation. Of course you're psychic. You're just not plugged into it completely. You already have it, see?
Yeah, he already have it. He
Yeah.
doesn't believe it. Yeah.
But he will. He hangs around some of us. It's like the norm.
I hope so. I want to, because I think it's one way to connect with a lot of people that you cannot contact physically, and to know that you're connected spiritually.
Yeah.
Okay,
when you were in Catholic school, did you used to let your guardian angel sit by you? Because in Catholic school, guardian angel is a big deal.
No, not really. But I used to pray a lot.
Yeah. See?
To my angel, to be by my side.
See?
To light and guide.
You don't have to be shy about it. I know. That's so great.
Yeah. And I have two brothers, one older than me and one younger than me. And I know they think I'm weird for being so religious. But it didn't matter. I thought I should just persist, because I love just doing the right thing, trying to be helpful to people, and I thought that's the best thing to be. Obey my parents, be respectful.
Right. Well, see, that's what I Ching was saying when he does this stuff. Really, what it's about in the end, and why you do it, is to help people and to be service to them as best you can. That's the whole point of all this stuff. It's not just to be this rogue person that's, following spirituality and talking to the mountain and doing that. It's that you can be of service, because people struggle with this stuff.
Yes, to know the truth, and to be part of it, and to be able to spread it. That's the only way to combat what's negative and not true in the world.
Yeah. Well, and that's
Very
the
good.
power. Yeah,
very good.
that's really where it's at. Thank you.
Sorry, Abacan, I didn't know this is becoming like an interview.
Oh,
Your interview.
Well, you said I was a co-host, so I wanted to ask a question.
Oh yeah,
what else?
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that because actually I'm not doing this tonight because my mind is kind of blank. So I'm glad
Well,
you're doing it.
my girlfriend, who is Filipino, went to church every day,
Oh, wow.
and she was, yeah, every single day. And she and I used to do ceramics together in the Bay Area and do different
Oh.
things. And
Oh.
so I knew, and her whole family was maybe not as strict as she was, but they were definitely highly motivated and nice people. So I would have been very surprised if you didn't have the foundation.
Mm,
I
yeah,
admire that a lot.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm looking at the time. We have about 5 minutes left.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's right.
go ahead.
Yeah, but it's good.
Ichi.
Yeah, I think we got your part covered. We got Abacan's part covered. So I think we're good for today.
Well, also, I think like Mother Mary and the angels are such a big part of what's going on now and praying and asking for their help. And I think it's getting to be larger in that sense because like Omicron is saying is we want to be, a service, but be truthful and kind. Now, not everybody's truthful and kind.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So I am going to kind of cut you two off and I'm going to show my
Oh, good. Oh, good. Sorry.
oh, how come it's like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Oh, there you
disappearing.
go. Yeah, it disappeared.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, this is the bridge with the S. Okay. And then this is I took this one to the store today, and then they were there with the singing bowls, and that's why I got download during the session, talk about 7 chakra opening up. So this is the bridges. Okay. I don't know if I can show closer. Okay. Somehow
There
I
you go.
think.
It disappears. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So this is bridges. And then the other one is this this one is source. This was a race, so source. And then this one was also in the shop with the singing bowls. So I
Nice.
just want to talk about this a little bit because I talked about this in the previous video before about crystal skulls. The first lesson that the crystal skulls brought to us is that overcome the being fear of a death, because normally if we see like a skulls, we immediately think about death, So that's what their first mission is. Have us like overcome about afraid of dying, that's one thing. The other thing is that they are all like a library. They have a lot of records and data inside, and they all connect to each individual crystal skulls in the world, worldwide. So you can actually tap into it and then connect with them and getting like Akashic records out of them, when you're ready, or whatever you need it at the moment, So like I shared in the beginning of our session, I started to reconnect with them. So I'm actually reorganize my skulls with the different grids, so they will serve the different purpose. Instead of before, I just put them all together in a circle. And I think it's time to kind of separate them, and then so I can use them in the multiple ways, and the more powerful and stronger that way. So these are the two biggest one that I have right now. So just to share with everyone here. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's all I want to say tonight.
Good. Okay. What would you like to say as a blessing with your skulls?
As a blessing, as skull.
Yeah, for the people who are watching this, you brought the skulls on. What would be a blessing?
Okay. So, as a blessing for my skull is that joy, healing, abundance, and the balance. Yeah, those are the blessings that we're sending out to the world or whoever is watching this. Of course, there are more, but you know, this is something that just came through, you know, at this moment. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Good,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you for asking that question. You're so good. I cannot do this without you.
Yeah, you can. You're really good. You do it all on your own. You just channel it all from the higher,
Yeah.
from the angels
Yeah,
and
right.
all the messengers and star people. Oh,
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you. Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah. Abacan, do you have anything you would like to add?
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Linda, and
Yeah.
looking forward to meeting you in person come Easter.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I know Easter, and it's going to be at Joe's place from 3 to 6, I think. One of the main
Okay.
guys.
We should be there
Yeah.
before then, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, I look forward
Okay.
to it. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you
very
so
good.
much.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you next time.